Good morning, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Today is day 1, week 8 of field. Dang, y'all. The time is flying this semester. Before I jump into this video, I want to say if you are new here, welcome. My name is India. I am a social work student currently obtaining my BSW. This page is going to be dedicated to that journey in social work. Right now it's covering my field placement. Eventually it will cover licensure, prep, and when I take the exam, and it'll go on with me to grad school and who knows where else. But I do thank you for stopping by. I am trying to build a strong social work community, so I would appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. And to my returning people, hey y'all, welcome back. So I'm running a little bit behind only because I did make a bonus video for you guys talking about burnout, student burnout. And it's not a long video, just a little short video. And I'll try to create a couple of those throughout the semester. But it was just something that kind of was hitting me at the moment personally. And I felt like, you know what, somebody else somewhere watching this video might be needing some information on student burnout and what they could do for self-care. So anyway, that video will probably drop before or after this one, probably after this one. So it'll be a bonus. I know last week's video was like 2 days late, so you'll get 2 this week. But anyway, you guys have seen this outfit already. Might have just changed the shoes. Nothing to see here major. I'm about to grab my stuff, get out the door. As always, I'm hoping today is productive. I really was praying for a day at home, though, I ain't gonna lie. But we'll see. Hopefully, we got things to do. Something interesting happens. As usual, I will keep you guys updated when I take a lunch break, and then I'll keep you guys updated at the end of the day. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and as always, we are going to ask God to protect us and allow no weapons to form against us today. We are going to be strong. We're going to push through. If we start the week positive and ready and eager and on a good note, hopefully that's how the week ends. So I will check in with you guys on my lunch break. All right, y'all, so it is lunchtime and the day has been pretty good. We get there, wasn't anything really to do, and the one coworker that kind of has been like training us is on vacation for 2 weeks. But we did talk to our field instructor, and we kind of finished up the folder assignment that we did last week. I don't know if I told you, in the middle, like soon as we had packed them up, they ended up deciding to change one of the documents that was in the folder for home visits. So we just kind of finished that up since we weren't in the office on Thursday, and we're on lunch now. And so after lunch, we are going to jump on a training for home visits. And so very interested to hear like what they're going to say, like as far as like safety, maybe protocol, and then they are going to cover like documentation for after you do the home visit. So I don't know, I'm excited to see that and hear about that process. Also, when I met with the field instructor, I did kind of just pitch myself to say, hey, maybe as opposed to me being in the office all day Tuesday and Thursdays, you know, every now and again you could send me one of the Zoom links for the interdisciplinary team meeting that occurs on Friday, or the bi-monthly department meeting, like a staff meeting or whatever. And maybe here and there I can kind of like swap some hours. So maybe as opposed to being in the office on a Tuesday for 8 hours, maybe I'm in the office for 6 hours that week, because on Friday, which is not typically a field day, I may dedicate 2 hours to being on those Zoom calls, just so I can kind of get a different type of experience. Because after Saturday and me talking to one of the people, the young lady who does field placement here too, that's in my cohort, like at my school, I'm learning that our experience is different. And I do know partly it's my fault, simply because when I first took this job, I was made aware that the better days were Wednesday and Friday, just because of the meetings that happen and the things that the staff here already do. But then after getting my class schedule, that kind of clashed with this, and I'm grateful that my field instructor was able to kind of make the adjustment for me. So saying all that to say, I'm kind of getting a way different experience than the young lady in my cohort. So anyway, we will see what this meeting entails later. Of course, I will come back and talk to you guys about it, and we'll see what Thursday has in store for us. I did go ahead and post the self-care video. That was not, like, I didn't write it down, I didn't rehearse it, I didn't plan. I just really was talking to you guys, coming seriously, like from my heart, from my brain. And I hope you guys like the video. I'll make more content like that, maybe a little bit more structured and organized. But in the meantime, hope you guys are having a good day. I'm about to enjoy my apple, and I will pick you up when the day is over. All right, guys, so that was the end of day 1, week 8 of field. Overall, it was a great day. After lunch, we hopped on that training that I was telling you about, and so cool, because again, we got to kind of like see the whole team and listen to them, kind of toss around ideas for documentation and exactly how they will do the home visits, because technically they were gonna go in the home, and then I guess something changed, and so they're just gonna kind of like meet in public places. And so anyway, just kind of hearing like them go over that process, and then what happens during the meetings. Like I had already told you guys, or maybe I didn't, it's just some of the forms that we have put in the folders kind of talked about reflecting, it was like goals with the family and an assessment, and just little, needs and stuff like that. And so it was just kind of nice, because I'm very familiar with the forms that go in the little take-home folders or the home visit folders. It was kind of cool to kind of like hear the service workers talk about like documentation and what that looks like. Okay, so if the family says this is a goal, I put this here. And then like to hear the other family service workers like, well, that really would be like a cop-out goal. And so what the example was like one family service worker said that a goal that she likes to make with other families is getting the child ready for kindergarten, because again, this is Head Start, so this is early education. And so then they were saying like, no, I wouldn't really do that one just because it's a cop-out goal. We're talking about like real goals. And so then the example was, just say a mom wanting to buy a house, or a mom wanting to move out of an apartment and rent a house. That is a goal. And they went further to break it down like, well, of course, that may not happen by the time the kid is done with the program, in one school semester or school year. I'm sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. But that probably won't happen. Like a person probably that's in the situation of poverty, which most of our clientele is, just because you do have to have that financial need to even get in the Head Start in the first place. So they're saying the likelihood of somebody being able to purchase a home by the end of the school year is slim. So as opposed to that being the goal should be filling out an application for rental homes, or so many applications, or if they want to buy a house, first starting off with, do you have a bank account? Do you have a job? Do you have a savings account? And then maybe setting one of those as the goal, which is easier to meet. And then of course that's like a strength-based thing, because then they seem excited that they met their goal, which is a smaller part of a bigger goal. So anyway, after that, the lady who said kindergarten, she set that as a goal with all of them, in addition to the one extra goal. She was saying she didn't believe that was a cop-out goal because it was realistic. She said because sometimes, for families to get their children into kindergarten, they have to go through perhaps, steps of appointments and, you know, things that they may have to do. I'm trying to think, like, so she was saying some kindergartens in the area start the process like in January, even though the kid is not going to go to kindergarten until August during the school year. So it's just a matter of starting that process with them and having you go in January to sign your child up and making sure that you are on top of the paperwork that is needed. And it's similar probably to getting enrolled in Head Start. You need birth certificates, you need proof of residency, like where, you know, are you in their district. So she was like, there's a lot of steps that kind of go into getting a kid into kindergarten. So she didn't feel like it was a cop-out goal. She also felt like that was a strength-based thing, because then at the end of the school semester or school year or whatever, they could say, okay, well, you've done X, Y, Z, C3, and Charles has been accepted in a kindergarten. So you met that goal, where maybe they didn't meet the goal of going and opening up a savings account and saving $500 on the goal to buying a house. So anyway, I saw both sides of the situation, but it was kind of good to kind of hear like these social workers kind of go back and forth on the issues and what they thought was important and yada yada yada. So anyway, that was cool. We just listened to them go back and forth. We kind of just watched where they went into certain things and filled out certain things. We saw how they request mileage reimbursement, you know, just stuff like that. A lot of it didn't pertain to us, because even if I drove to Timbuktu as an intern, I am not getting reimbursed for my mileage, so that didn't, you know, really apply to me. But it was pretty cool to kind of see the process, hear their thoughts and opinions on things. And I also feel like trainings like that are necessary no matter what, because you're always going to have people on the team that have tenure and they feel like they know everything but didn't realize that something changed. And then you're always going to have new people on the team that, you know, maybe they didn't have to do this last year when they got hired right before COVID, because there were no home visits or whatever the case is. So the meeting was very informative. I am on my way home, of course, to jump into my real work, and I got class later. So I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of tired. I might practice some more self-care. Might practice some deep breathing, some quietness. Like, I don't know, but I am very tired and I didn't do a whole lot of anything. But anyway, guys, that's my Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday was good. I look forward to letting you know how things go on Thursday. All right, y'all. Social worker fuel. Premier protein, cinnamon roll, and a double shot of espresso. Ooh. Hey guys, happy Thursday. Woo, woo, woo. So it is day 2, week 8 of Field. We are knocking this thing down and I feel good. I had my coffee, as you saw in the clip before this one. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but you guys, every now and again, I have to drink coffee. I love it, like when I need it. And so what I do is I go to Starbucks and I order a double shot of espresso over ice in a venti cup. And getting the bigger cup allows me to pour my Premier Protein. Cinnamon roll is my favorite one. Pour that over there, baby. It's like the creamer, the sugar, the flavor, everything that you need. And it's low carb, because, you know, your girl is dieting. Not sure if you could look back from where we started to where we at now. The body is slimming down, the face is slimming down, and I am feeling good. So, anywho, y'all already know the drill. I'm on my way to Field, hoping and praying it's going to be a productive day, but ready just in case it's not. So, you guys have seen this outfit. I think I might have changed the pants with the little stripe down. It's kind of hot, so I just got on my little flats. But I got the long sleeve on just in case I'm in a room with air conditioner. So, anywho, guys, I will keep you posted. I'm optimistic about today, and I'm just excited that we knocking this mug out. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great Thursday. I will check in with you in my car at lunch and then when I get home. Hey you guys, it is the end of the day. You did not see me for lunch today, simply because I didn't take one. I was so busy this morning. It wasn't real work or anything for us to do, and our field instructor was in a meeting, so she gave us the opportunity to work on like assignments we had, and I actually had a PowerPoint assignment directly about the agency. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but pretty much the PowerPoint presentation that I have to do with the other young lady from my cohort is to kind of just like talk about the agency, what we offer, you know, who we serve, how do you access our services, who funds us, what kind of budget do we work with in the fiscal year, you know, stuff like that. And then whatever you want to add, like I know this professor likes intros and all of that closing paragraphs, so pretty much I just added like an introduction slide, which is just going over the history of Head Start, which I'm sure everybody will be excited to know Head Start actually started in Cincinnati, or at least by somebody who is from Cincinnati rather. And also that Head Start, they were the people to first invest and fund the show that would later be known as Sesame Street. So that is pretty cool, and it definitely kind of like speaks to the values of Head Start and where, you know, their passion lies. So anyway, I worked on that most of the day. That was awesome because I don't have to do that when I get home. And then I sent it to my teammate for her to do her part, and then we'll kind of go back and forth, clean it up, and then we will turn it in, because I think our next class time we present it. So anywho, after I did that, we were offered, we both were offered, myself and the other intern, to go into a meeting just about a shift in classrooms. So there are some children that have currently been identified with behavioral needs that the agency cannot meet. They are already limited on staff, like teachers in the classroom. Currently, they would like to have 2 teachers in the classroom, a head teacher, a main teacher, and then they would also like a floater to just assist the teachers. And right now, they don't have that. So some of these classrooms are operating with 1 teacher, and then they have 2 or 3 children that are runners. And what a runner is, you know, consistently when they're taken to the bathroom, they consistently run down the hall, or any little opportunity that they have to break loose, they break loose. Then you have those that are teaching the other children. Hold on, guys, had to wipe you off. I was looking a little gray. But then you have the ones teaching other kids bad behaviors, you know, spitting and hitting, and got biters, you know, that kind of stuff. And so a lot of the teachers have quit, and they pretty much had to close down like 2 classrooms because they don't have the support. And they're going to put the 2 teachers that were remaining for the 2 classrooms together in another classroom. But they did want to remove the children. And these people are so passionate about what they do and who they serve that the administration in this meeting, like the head lady, was crying, like bawling her eyes out, because identifying these children and removing them from the program broke her heart. And although we can do like district referrals, because there is a process for this, children like this that are identified can be referred to the district, and then the district finds placements for, you know, for the future for children like this, that they specifically handle, you know, children with these particular behavioral needs. However, she did say that one of the places that they can refer to, one of the districts has already told them that they don't have any more space for these children. They're not accepting any more children. So she already knows that one of these families that is in that district is not gonna get placed anywhere. That kid is not gonna get placed. Sorry guys, I'm parking. I'm about to run in Kroger real quick. And that just broke her heart. Like, she cried. Like, you know, she's like, we are here to service people in need, and right now we just don't have the staff to accommodate. And then the place where we refer people to, they're saying they can't take anymore. So essentially we're letting these families down because we have nowhere for them to go. And it just broke her heart. She started crying, other people started crying. That was just amazing to see, because a lot of times we see people do their job and they can exhibit passion. We hear people say they have passion for their job and their voice could sound convincing. But when you sit in a meeting, an official meeting with people around the board, a board, long board, U table or whatever, and you cry and you start a chain reaction of other people crying because you can't service a family, that's real passion. Like, that, those people really love their job. They love those kids. They love those parents that they come in contact with. And that, in that moment, guys, that just made me feel really good about my internship. That made me feel really good to be included in that experience. It made me feel really proud of the work that they are doing, even though I don't even do it, really. And I just sit in the room and I just do what they ask me. But it made me really good to say that I am associated with a team like that. So long story short, after that meeting, we had supervision. We discussed what would happen next week. We discussed Thanksgiving. A Thanksgiving drive is about to start. And so it is the goal to provide Thanksgiving meals to all the families, which again, we have about 550 students. So essentially, some of those are siblings, but not all of them. Not many of them are siblings. So we're still looking at almost probably about 500 families, trying to provide them with full Thanksgiving meals. They were able to pull it off last year just because of COVID and special grants and special things, that donations that they got from the community. Not sure what that looks like this year, so they're gonna start like roundtabling and talking about that. So I'm happy to be on that team, because I love giving, I love charity, I love service. So I will definitely keep you guys updated. I'm about to run into Kroger, grab something, probably some apples. That's my snack since I'm dieting and I ran out yesterday. So I'm gonna get some apples and then I'm gonna go home, work a little bit, and go to class. I hope you guys have an amazing week. If you like the content, please share it with a friend. I lost a subscriber last week. That broke my little heart a little bit, only because I think maybe it was because my video was late. Because honestly, I've had 12 subscribers for like a month. And I was thinking like, ain't nobody checking for me. You know, nobody is waiting on this video like that. And so I had life going on. I had stuff going on. I took my me day, my mental breaks, you know, as I discussed on Tuesday. And so I got the video up, I think, on Monday, where it's typically up, you know, on a Friday. And on like Sunday, I had lost a subscriber, and I'm just sad. So if I can get my subscriber back, if I could get a couple more subscribers, I would be so appreciative, guys. I'm trying to grow the channel. It is kind of hard to like put myself out there. I'm not a camera person. I like to talk, but not, it's weird just talking to myself. So help me grow the channel. Help me, tell me what kind of content you want me to do, and I'll see if I can provide that for you. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great week. I know I will have a great week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I will, because I'm going to see Michael Myers. I'm going to go see Halloween tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we are going to this place with a whole lot of haunted houses. So I'm excited. I know I'm going to have a good weekend, and I don't have class. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Drop a comment in below. You know, tell me what's happening. Tell me what's going on in your world. And share it. Subscribe if you haven't already. In the meantime, guys, I will check in with you later. Thanks for watching.